Hello from the kitchen table, bar, however you want to call it. Things got a bit tight time-wise. It is now Friday the 14th of June and this video is going live on Friday the 14th of June. I usually have a few videos in the pocket, so I just quickly edited two that I recorded in March of 2024, March of this year. I just put them back to back in my timeline. I'm going to export them as two videos so you guys have something to watch in the next 2 weeks when I'll be rather busy having friends over from Portugal. So here's one of two videos that I edited just today on this grey morning in the Netherlands. And yeah, I hope to get back on schedule soon. But it's just been a bit busy, and I also have been working on my other channel called Tour de Meuse. There's a link in the description. So it was a bit tricky to stay on top of everything. But here you go. Here's another speed test. Very last minute edit. Hope you enjoy it. I went on a little walk. I'm back now. It's lovely outside. It's about 10 degrees Celsius, so it's not warm, but the sun is shining. So as long as you're walking fast, a hoodie will suffice. But also, I had a massive hangover-y feeling, and not because I drank too much, but because I drank too little. Coffee. I stopped drinking caffeine, and before you ask, this is decaf, because I do feel like it is triggering my tinnitus that I've been having for the last 1.5 years, well, 1 year more like, and anxiety issues. Now, I still need to make a video on those, because it's the reason I was gone. But if you suffer from anxiety, and if you suffer from tinnitus, maybe anxiety-related tinnitus, make sure you knock off on caffeine, like fully, because it seems to work. So that's good. But I also feel like that, because it's the third day I'm doing this, so trying to fake my brain into thinking this is caffeinated. It's not. But anyway, on we go. This is a Sony PS333, and these usually actually just work fine. I expect this one to be the same. It's returning because of course it is. Ooh, that speed. That is not good. How fast are you turning, mate? That makes absolutely no sense. Can you maybe give this some thought? Because yeah, no, this is yep. Nope. This one's dead. Motor control has completely lost it and it's just running at max speed, which is a pity because these are good record players. Other than this, oh well. I haven't quite given up on the Sony yet. It's running in the background because sometimes when capacitors wake up, the speed control sort of finds its way back. I don't think this one's gonna do that though. I did notice that the speed switch worked and the pitch control did too somewhat, so I'm gonna give it a chance. Dual, one of my least favorite record player brands, and also these are supposed to be the other way around. I'm not a big fan of these. They're very flimsy. They don't sound particularly good, but people do like them, so I'm sure someone's going to be happy about this. Blessed be the unknowing, right? So let's put this the right way up. There we go. There's a horrible record on it. There's no stylus in it anyway, so let's first see what it does and what it doesn't. Lift works. It does run, which is good. I fully expect the automatic start and stop to be broken, although that's a good start. Let's lower the lift. Does it stop? Yes. And start. It's not happy, but it did do it. Again, no stylus, so we can easily test the auto stop. Okay, let's see if it starts a bit smoother this time, because I was a bit worried about the way it just started. Go! I mean, it does work. Let's see if I have a stylus for this one. It's some Audio-Technica card, I'm not sure which one. I got plenty of Audio-Technica stylized, so let's see what we got. So we got a massive buzz. We do have music somewhere far away, but other than that, just a massive buzz. Buzz, not buzz. Ooh, I think I found what the buzz is. Let's see. Oh. Okay. That doesn't give us the channel though, so is this cartridge broken or what is going on? It does seem very sensitive to touching the card, which is a bit weird. I'm gonna get another card, see what happens. No, different card, still a buzz, and it does respond weirdly to touching it. So I think we got a ground problem somewhere. This is gonna be a longer job. That was annoying. This is gonna be a longer job, so I'm just gonna leave it with the card it came with and get back to this one some other time. Man, where has this Philips 202 been? It looks shameful. Ooh, it's not just dirt. They also ruined the dust cover. I'm not sure what they put on it, but that's an ugly spot it's got right there. But well, it dust covers. Let's see if it does anything else. Hey, the spring still works. That's kind of nice. Thank goodness it came with one of these. These fetch about 25 euros these days. It's ridiculous because they fit some emotional feedback speaker model, so they're super desirable. These are not the worst record players actually, they sound pretty good. If they turn on. Well, that's not a fat lot, is it? Ooh, that motor's stuck. This is what's left of the belt, or rubber band I guess. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that was a broken power switch. And there goes the motor. It was stuck, but it's not anymore. Okay. Let's get a stylus. I should have at least something that fits. That is the correct model actually. Cool. Okay. A belt we need. That looks about right. No, that's too large. This could take a little while. Okay, that was a very short while actually. A belt has been retrieved. And we do have 1 speed, 2 speeds, 3 speeds. Do we have sound too? With a bit of a buzz, but that's probably the adapter cable, which is just shit. Yeah, they're just susceptible to everything, these. Okay, let's get the record. I think this one's just gonna work. That's a very high tracking force. Let's quickly adapt it at least a little bit. There we are. Good enough. Whoa! Pitch control works. Stop. Does not work. Start. Does not work. Oh wait. I think it's mostly dirt with this one actually. Now it does work. Same with the power switch. This is supposed to have a dampening on it, but you can just, lower it slowly. Oh. Does it have auto stop? I think it has auto stop. Yeah, that's a bit too soon though. Let's try that again. Okay. See? If it doesn't move forward, it won't stop. It's waiting for the faster movement. So it actually works fine. I just need to figure out if another adapter solves the buzz, because the buzz is quite audible. Here we go. Do we have sound? Yep. So this is fully functional then, with a proper adapter. Yay! Needs to clean. I actually just changed the power to 240 and now back to 220, but no bueno. It completely stopped working and I don't know why. It's still got power, it's still on, but it just won't start or stop or anything. Well, obviously it won't stop if it won't start, but absolutely nothing. Huh. Guess I'll leave this one on power for a bit as well, but that sucks. Now I really hope this one works, because it's literally my favorite combi, as they call them. Sort of all in one. Because it has the wood look. Look at it! It's all wood. As opposed to the Philips model, which is the same except for some different knobs and buttons. I may actually have this missing FM preset knob still. It has a proper record player. It's the Philips, I always forget the model number, but it's pretty much a 212 without the capacitive switches or knobs or buttons, whatever you want to call them. So it's a good, reliable record player, and it's a pretty damn good amplifier. So if this works, I'll be quite happy. While it runs, that is already surprising to be honest. Do we have radio? Oh! Let's see. FM, yes. Manual. Can you see that? Definitely a bit dirty, but it's also definitely receiving stuff, so... Okay, do we get stereo as well? Let's hook up an antenna to make it a bit easier for the thing. We have stereo, but the light isn't working, but if that's all, who cares? You got your FM preset. So that all works. Now what we need to check is the record player. This is going very well. Phono, here we go. Or is it called PU for pickup? Well, I already know what's going on here. Yep, there you go. There's these plastic things, I'm still not sure what they're even for, that always tend to go for a walk for some reason. And then you have to put them back in position. And I never quite know how. Oh, this one's missing some plastic. Okay, so we won't be using that. Because they're not really necessary as far as I can tell. It's just so you can't push the platter down too far. But you shouldn't go around pushing on the platter anyway. So, here goes. Take 2. We got no stylus. Really? Does the shut-off work? Yes, it does. Okay. Let's try this again with the stylus. But we can already tell the sound, right? So it should be good. The belt's definitely not new. It's a bit slow to start, but that's an easy fix. Take 2. It's a bit blunt changing speeds, but it's working. And again, the shut-off works. Let's try it again with the stylus. It's a bit heavy though, I need to fix that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. The thing is spot on. So yeah, it needs a good clean, but other than that, this is ready for someone else to enjoy. I won't be keeping it as much as I like it, but because I could if I wanted to, but nah, I don't have use for it, but I really, really like it. So it was running a little on the slow side, and I was wondering why, but I figured it out. This belt is way too thin. I don't know what this is, but that's almost a hair. And there's loads of belt residue from old belts on it, so no one took the effort to clean it properly before they put a new belt on. So that's what I'm doing now, which is a tedious shit job, but it's worth it. I didn't plan to do this now, and it was a lot of work, but I present to you the Aristona High-Fidelity Combi doing its thing. Like a charm. Now this one's intriguing to me. First of all, kind of cool. Platter can't fall off if you keep it upside down. But also I know this series, but I've never seen this specific model, and it seems to have a speaker here, which would mean this can play on its own, which is kind of cool. It's probably going to be a really bad speaker, but hey. Yeah, it has a... Is that a battery door? Yeah, it has batteries as well. Oh, this is a weird one out. So, would this be one of the only real portable record players that you can actually safely play your records on? Because these are not taking bad care of your records. It's the Philips Electronic D5320. And there it goes. Wow, that's more dust than the stylus. An entire dust bunny under this. 33. Do we have a speaker? No, we don't. So what's that? Or do we and it just doesn't work? That's obviously also an option, but it has speaker connector, so I think it just doesn't have a speaker. So I'm not sure what that hole there is for, or does it have a switch somewhere to turn a speaker on? Let's see. Let's stop it first. Thank you. No, stop. It's very simple. I don't think there's a speaker there now. I don't know what is there. Well, let's hook speakers up to it then, because that's the sensible thing to do. One speaker. It's DIN, of course. but I just need it in, so it's still ready to go. Sorry for that. This really wants to fall that way. That crack was already there. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So no speaker, that's a pity, but can we get sound? Oh yes. That's still pretty neat then. On your own again. Awesome! Now this is something. It's a very old Philips with the changer spindle with it, which is rare as hen's teeth, and I'm wondering if it's for display or even because there's also this, and I think that makes more sense. Let's see what it does and what it doesn't. What I can tell you is that this will not have a magnetic cartridge, so it may need a ceramic preamplifier, which I don't have here. So I'm just going to hook it up to a line level signal and see what we get. Now, it may have a built-in preamp. Sometimes these do, but often it's supposed to be hooked up to a very old radio or very early Philips amplifier, which Philips did make back in those days. Let's see. Manual start. I did plug it in. Manual. Oh, that's very much nothing. I did plug it in, right? Yeah, I did. So these are supposed to start when you set this to manual, but it's doing absolutely nothing. And I'm pretty sure there's no switch here. Another dust bunny. Yeah, mechanically it works. I guess the motor may be stuck, although I also don't hear any power supply noises, so does the motor run? No, and it's indeed stuck. They do that for some reason, and my experience is if you give them some exercise, they usually start working again. But this one, okay, I can move it now. Let's set this to manual. See if we can get this oldie to run, but it may be too late. I don't know how long it's been in this position, of course. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. And it's running. Let's give it a little bit of oil. Does the platter also run? It does. That looks like it could be 33. That's 45. That's definitely not 78. There it goes. I'm pretty sure this is not part of this record player. This is part of a much older record player. Or is it? Let's see. Oh, it's just for singles, I guess. Can I get it to stop? Is this installed correctly? Now it is. Okay, let's get a single then. See if it works. I can only play this very briefly for reasons that will become obvious as soon as you hear what song it is. Works, okay. Works. Do we get any sound? Very far away again. This is not meant to be connected this way, but it works. Well, you know what that is, the Beatles, so I'm gonna play with this while you don't watch. So I hooked it up to a phono preamplifier, and I can only show you this real quick because music rights, and of course it's gonna sound suboptimal because of the wrong preamplifier and the fact that only one channel works. But since we're going to be listening for a bit, have a listen to this. It's flawless, just a plug. If I wiggle it a bit, the other channel will also work, but hey, you got the idea. It sounds really good actually, and it just matches with a single like this. I'm a little bit in love with this one, I'm not gonna lie. This is really cool. And I love that it comes with this super unique spindle. I looked it up, they're actually not that valuable, like 40-50 bucks. But it comes with the box and everything. How cool is that? And it makes it really singleable. Love it, it's really good. Now I just need to find that center pin that somehow disappeared. One more record player before I start doing some other stuff, because more needs to happen in this house. I'm not just testing audio all day, you know. It's a Capri, and these are either very broken or they work. And I don't mean the Capris, because I've never seen one before, but just in general these kinds of cheap, unknown brand record players. Is that going to be in the way? I think it is. Yeah, that's not great design. Volume and tono. It has a lift right here, exactly where it should be. It runs. It has a stylus. Do we get any sound? I mean, there is sound, but it's very faint, and also you have to take the record off to change the speed. Okay, why are you so quiet? I stopped the camera and then this happened. I don't quite know what's going on here. Well, I should probably let it run for a bit, see if it wakes up. Don't think so, but eh. And that's the end of part 1 of 2 of this speed test. Well, there's actually way more parts because there's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, this is going to be probably something like a 12-parter? No, that's a bit much. 9-parter, I guess. But this was part 1 of 2 of the ones I edited today. And part 2 will be out next week. I'm going to schedule them right away.